Okay, Denver, we are here with Dan Mahoney. Dan, tell us what we got going on here. This is unbelievable.
Right. Denver, I just want to say thank you for having us out. Great setup here at Invesco Field for the Denver Outlaw lacrosse game. And what we are here is a traveling mobile UFC promotion that's going to not only UFC fights, but also to other sports, other lifestyle events, concerts, and we'll be traveling around the country this summer, into the fall, and into next year as well. So keep an eye on UFC.com at Octagon Nation Tour, and you can see where we're going, where we've been. You can see your pictures, and we have a lot of great stuff inside. Inside is a multimedia,
interactive?
Yeah, interactive, as well as some iconic history of the sport. Mixed martial arts, the UFC itself, it's the fastest growing sport in the world. We're 18 years into the game right now, and you can see items like Royce Gracie's original gi from UFC 1. And
which was fought here, by the way.
Right here in Denver is correct. And we just came from Buffalo, where one of the other fights, one of the iconic early UFC fights were going to take place, was canceled. So we went to Cleveland, and we're going all over the country. Some of the great spots we'll be going to is Las Vegas, Nevada, for a lot of the big fights, May 28th and July 2nd. But then we're all up and down the West Coast, and into the Midwest, and down through the South, and then up at the end of the summer we'll be going through the Northeast.
So is the reason, I guess, that you guys are doing this is that, so let's say not even hardcore MMA fans, but UFC fans in general don't always necessarily have to go to Vegas to kind of get the experience, right?
This is the chance for the UFC to actually bring the sport to the people that can't necessarily make it to Las Vegas or some of the foreign destinations. And also, this isn't just about hardcore MMA. This is about the lifestyle of being an MMA fighter.
The dedication.
And the dedication, the discipline that it takes. A lot of people think that this really is, something different. And until you actually come here and you meet some athletes like Brendan and Elliot here today, you don't get that. You don't get the behind the scenes and really what it takes to become the fighter. And like you said, the discipline and the actual training that goes in, and things like weight cut that are so strenuous. And you see a lot of professional sports, the other professional sports or your mainstream sports, are really going to MMA-centric core exercise programs. And you'll see some of the big names in mixed martial arts. Randy Couture works with the Atlanta Falcons.
Sure.
So, and it's only a matter of time we see a lot of your major sports going to that sort of training and that lifestyle and that dedication and discipline that it becomes. And I think then the fight itself is the culmination of all that hard work.
I agree. And as you know, Denver has a huge, rich tradition of MMA. Obviously, we hosted the actual first two UFC events ever were held here in Denver. Tell us about the vibe that you're getting from the city of Denver and how UFC's are getting, what kind of reception you guys
know
getting?
What? Up until today, until the weather just turned on us, but being from New England myself, I know what that's like. The fans that see the truck, they stop us on the street. They want to know if we have fighters in the truck. They want to know what's going on.
Passionate people,
yes,
huh?
When is it coming back?
Right.
When are we going to have another one? We love it. We weren't even open today, and there's people lined up, before the doors open just to get at it, see what it's about. I mean, you only get so much from a video or a picture on the website until you get down there and check out the Octagon Nation Tour.
I agree. And what kind of stuff can we see inside the facility for the people that can't get in there yet?
Okay, so if you can make it down, what you will see is the Xbox interactive UFC Xbox game.
Okay.
And a lot of the kids like that. You'll see kids in there playing it all day long. 2-player mode. Some tournaments, and we'll give out some T-shirts and hats. We'll have some tournaments, that sort of stuff. You can also see in the back the actual belt replicas that we have on display. And then right behind that, we actually have one open to the public, and a lot of people like to take their picture with it. You'll see them wearing it over their shoulders, wearing it around the waist. I got to get a picture. Got to get a picture with the belt. And what's great is we have giant flat screen TVs all along the far wall, which you can't really see, playing loops. And you'll see Dana and some of the athletes, the fighters, holding their belt, they're getting the belt, and that's actually the same belt that they go into the ring with. And then on the far end of the wall, there's UFC.tv, which is an interactive
Tell
website.
us about that, because that's a really big addition to the UFC family.
You know, and it's also something the UFC is really excited about
Sure.
and to run out, because for now, the real hardcore, the true fan, the MMA fan, can go onto UFC.tv. They can get the pay-per-view through UFC, and they can choose camera angles, microphone feeds. Do I want to listen to Joe Rogan? Do I want to listen to the blue corner? Do I want to listen to the red corner?
Amazing.
What angle do I want the shot from? Do I want to have it from up above?
All the stuff
Cameras-
that real fans want to see.
Yeah, and you get to be actually your own producer.
Right.
And what's great too is you also, once you're a member of UFC.tv, you get to go back into the old archive fights and do the same thing. And you can
Fantastic.
replay. And once the fight's going and you see that shot or the punch or the kick, you can rewind it and watch it again. Not only can you rewind and watch it again, but you can rewind and watch it again for a different angle, which is super exciting. And that technology is just amazing. And I'm glad that we have it available here for fans that make it down to the Octagon Nation Tour.
Well-
UFC Octagon Nation Tour. And then also on the far corner, far wall, we have our iconic memorabilia wall, and it's amazing. And I wish the trailer was bigger and we were 106 feet and 53 feet, because there's probably a lot more memorabilia we could put on there. But we got some real key pieces, and without giving it out, there's, some great stuff in there. And if you can, come down and see us, say hello, and come check it out.
There you
And then
go.
Also, last but not least, sorry.
No, it's okay.
We have our merchandise, so please go get a clip in there. There's some great UFC merchandise. If you can't get it online or you can't get it on the store, come see us. We have it here. We have a little mini merch wall, and we're getting the brand out there.
That's the most important thing. It's the fastest growing sport in the world for a reason.
It really, truly is.
Dan Mahoney from the UFC Octagon Nation Tour.
2011.
Anybody else you'd like to thank by any chance?
Yes, I would like to thanks Opportunity for Fight Fans, Fight Jobs, Ron Goldstein.
There you go, guys.
Thanks
Denver,
for coming out.
come say hello.
Check it.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Right on.
it.